Hi friend, it's another flip through. What is this? Two in, I don't know, 2 weeks? 3 weeks? I think I'm going to post this one in 2 weeks. So 2 in 2 weeks. And I haven't done one in quite a while. So I'm excited. Today we are going to flip through Just Cross Stitch from October of 1988. I pulled out a couple of fall ones. The last one you saw was also October. It was 1997. This is 1988. Just Cross Stitch. If you're new, welcome. This is my series. There's 31, I think. Now, this will be 31. This is my series of vintage cross stitch magazine flip throughs. I have a good collection, just going and picking and choosing as I feel, of cross stitch magazines from when I was stitching in the 80s and 90s. I have a few from the early 2000s, but most of them are from the 80s and 90s, and I just go back and forth picking from different magazines, different years, different months, seasons, just whatever is calling to me at the time. And so we're still, I think fall is still good. This is, let's see here, let me start here. This is Nature's Masquerade. It's the Vanessa Ann collection. 133 high by 110 wide. Pretty fall colors. Pretty fall colors. Just cross stitch. I like most of them. Some of them are hard to read. The early ones have a few color pictures. Not hard to read. The articles are nice. The articles are real nice, but they're not hard to read. Maybe that's not the word. They're hard to show and tell because there's not a lot of color printing. So you see black and white pictures, which doesn't really give the beauty of the piece. But here in the late 80s, they're pretty good. There's still quite a bit of black and white, but it's good. So that's pretty. Let's see. This one has quite a few designs in it. I will show you quite a few of the commercials, the advertisements. Let's see here. The letter from the editor talks about Vanessa Ann. That's their spotlight on a designer. Is the Vanessa Ann collection, and the designers behind it, Terrace Woodruff and Joe Packham. Also, it points out variegated flosses. So I think there's at least one pattern in here to use variegated DMC on. So, even though some of these are black and white, I'm going to show you anyway. You'll just have to imagine with your imaginator. Crossing the country. In these magazines, they also spotlighted a few needlework shops. The first one here, and this one is the Rocking Horse in Farmington. Let's scoot you down just a tad. Farmington, Michigan. Let's see. So they're located, I have notes here. They're located, or they were, in case any of you know Farmington, Michigan, east of the main intersection of Farmington Road and Grand River. And they have theme contest and Stitchers of the Month. Also is the Woolly Mouse, Woolly Mouse from Amherst. It's in Amherst, New Hampshire. And they have a collection of wee forest folk mice made by the Peterson family in Massachusetts. They have several hundred, or they had several hundred. Did I say where they were located? On Salzburg Square. If you know anything about Amherst, New Hampshire, Salzburg Square is where they were. They started out carrying wool and then added quilting and needlework, and then cross stitch came out of that. So I want to know what this is. I want to know what that one looks like. Phoebe Jane Turner. I don't even know if you can get it anymore. From Through Threads Through Time is the name of the shop in Naperville, Illinois. All right, let's see. So we talked about the first one, Nature's Masquerade. And then we have the Spotlight on Vanessa Ann Collection Designers. It's, 4 or 5 pages about them. Very interesting, their relationship and how they design. Really, really neat. This is, does it say who the designer is on this one? Catherine Theron. This is a box that she has done. Catherine Theron. It's called a Cricket Stool Sampler. And it is 75 square. And then there is a series of needlework stitches. And they are on this one. It is the Hungarian stitch. And this is up close what it looks like, black and white. I don't know, let's see, is there one on the background, on the back that shows it? I don't think there's one in color here, but that's what it looks like right there. Very interesting, Hungarian stitch. And then each month they have a new one. So this is what they're, I think I have the acorn right here. I think I have that issue. And several of the others, I just don't know which ones. That's black work, I think. Let's see what else. Autumn Leaves. When I get there. Here we go. Autumn Leaves. You get this pattern of the leaves, but you also get, can you see it? The sweater pattern. It's a knitting pattern for the sweater. The leaves themselves are 20 by 30 or 30 by 30. But they give you the instructions for making that. And then this is a skirt that's cross stitched on. It looks like a blanket just from looking at it, but in the instructions it says it's a skirt. Let's see here. This is the Coffee Break. To Everything There Is a Season. It's 51 stitches square by, it doesn't say who, but this is it. Is there a bigger one? I don't think there is. No, that one's even smaller. Man. There it is right there. I don't know if you can see that. I think I want to do this one just so we can have it in, just so we can have it in. There we go. Have it in a bigger picture because this one is even smaller. Look. So tiny. It's 51 inches, 50, I guess, right? 51 stitches square. There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 colors in that one little piece. It's Coffee Break. It says that we can do it fast, but with 13 colors on one little thing, I don't know. It's an extended coffee break, maybe. Let's see. Pineapple designs, yes. So this one, here we go. And it's flower. I guess you can make it look like a pineapple. These are ones that they use the variegated flosses with. Different versions. I wanted to say variations, but it almost came out to versions. Different versions of the same pattern with the variegated flosses. Very neat. One's a pineapple. I guess with the colorway, it would be a pineapple, and then another colorway, like this looks like a pineapple, but this can be a flower. I don't know. It's 62 high by 51 wide, designed by Nancy Burdett. And then on the next page, I didn't even notice that. So these are other designs using variegated flosses. The butterfly here is 30 by 30. And I didn't even notice that. Look, they use different, get the color to stop changing. They use different colors to make this pillow. And then the ribbons right here, ribbons and bows. They are 14 high by 18 wide. And then the ribbon is just like a zigzag. Also used with the variegated. It looks like on the butterflies, the interior piece is, I wish they had a closer up picture. Let's see here. Nope. The interior fill-in is with the variegated, and then the outline and the exterior stitches, and I guess that some of the interior lining is a solid. Yeah, I can't show you the pattern, but anyway, you can kind of tell. There you go, that's better. That's better. So, using the variegated DMC. Okay, here's some other advertisements. That's pretty. Flowers. Table linens. Exciting new contest. Design the cover. Remember this one won. That was the first one. That's by Carla Michaels. I'm working on that sampler. It's called Now Abide. And they're looking for another one. And you can't see the other one. It's by Mary Chandler. Real tiny. But it's got so tiny. It's got a big border and some writing. Can't tell what it says. But there are several categories to design for. All right, the next article is it's a spotlight on what the what is the group? The Stitching Post. They put together a fundraiser and a thank you for the local hospice nurses and several stitchers. They had patterns for several stitchers. They would come in and buy, or not buy, maybe they were given, I don't remember, it's been a while since I read it, but they stitched the flower on the inside and then brought it back. And then the people at the Stitching Post made this quilt, and that they were able to raffle it off, and the proceeds going to, see, they're working on the quilt, proceeds going to the hospice there. Very neat. Very neat. Okay. Next is mosaics, and there's two colorways. You get the country blue and red, or with the goose, I guess. Is that a goose? Or the tan and the checkerboard. I guess they're both checkerboard, but that's with the black and white checkerboard. So you get both of those colorways. 75 stitches square. I don't have a designer on this one, so I guess just designers from the magazine. I don't know. This is designed by Karen Lang Hendricks. It is Find No Fault sampler. Right there. It is 211 high by 260 stitches wide. Regular cross stitch and then a herringbone. And then this is the Count the Day Lost. Oh wait, you want to read? Do I want to read that? It says, oh, let me see if I can find the pattern so I can read the pattern. Perhaps. Maybe? Where are you? Okay, here we go. In reading this, if any faults you see, mend them yourself and find no fault in me. I like that. Karen Hendricks, dated 1986. So that's fun. I like that. In reading this, if any faults you see, mend them yourself and find no fault in me. It's hard to read on that one, but it's good. This is the Count the Day Lost sampler. Right there. It's 193 high by 108 wide. And it says, count the day, it's on the back also. Count the day lost, whose low descending sun views from thy hand no worthy action done. So basically, do something. All right. This is the 123 Express for little boy's room. I guess you can pick it up for a little girl's room. I don't know. So cute. It is 68 stitches high by 144 wide. I don't have a designer on this one either, so I guess it's just. It is from one of the designers. It's not a just. They're all talented. Talented time it takes to create a stitch of any size. All right. Count the Day Lost. Other advertisements I've long loved. Eva Rosenstand? Yes. They're beautiful. Reminds me of Quaint Rose Needle Arts a bit. So pretty. Also, the samplers. Who is that? Oh. Reflet de Soie. Is that it? Is that the sampler that it kind of reminds? No, not really. No. Because they're a little more in depth, but oh, they're so pretty. Also, that's another advertisement. Carousel horses. Let's see the next one. It's called Pumpkin Patch, and this is a mother-daughter team behind Fancy That. This is called Pumpkin Patch. It's 80 high by 113 wide. The little cat is so cute. Then there's Buggy Ride. A little simple. I say simple. Is it really simple? It is 76 high by 90 wide. Called Buggy Ride. Cute. Then Basket of Apples. Does it have a... Nope, I don't have a designer on that one either. Basket of Apples is next. $76 high by 84 wide, which it looks much more involved than that. Much bigger, but maybe not. 76 high by 84 wide. Looks like a lot of color changes. That basket is beautiful. And then the last one is Pumpkin Harvest. There's several other pages, but this is the last design. Pumpkin Harvest by Joan Thornburg of Needlework and Custom Designs. It's 83 high by 125 wide. Needlework and Custom Designs. Thornberry. I said Thornburg. Thornberry. She is known for cross-stitching She published a cross stitch and stitched it of Graceland, Elvis's home. She was from Tennessee. So that's what she was known for in 88. Very neat. I may have to Google that. My niece loves, my nieces, they both love Elvis. Here's some of the some more designs that were available at the time. Country French. That was the thing. The country blue and the mauve and the gooses and the apples. Let's see. Look at these Santas. Well, I guess that's one Santa. They just put it on different things. And then here's some more things that were available. I just wonder how much is out there. I mean, I know these magazines are on eBay, but I don't know if there's, like, if any of these are still available. I wonder. Here's another one. Yep. The flowers. So pretty. So pretty. And here's the end, the back page, which kind of gives you a glimpse of what all is available. Not the entirety, but most of them. Anyway, that's September, October of 1988. Just cross stitch. I hope you enjoyed. There are several in here that I want to stitch. The Count the Day Lost, also the Coffee Break, and then the Cricket Stool Sampler. Those are the three. I need to put my tags on here so that I know to come back to them. But I hope y'all enjoy this flip through. I enjoy going through them. I really enjoy going through them. When I'm getting prepared for these and I make notes, it takes me quite a bit longer to make the notes because I am oohing and ahhing and just reading everything than it does for me to show you. It's 22 minutes in. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Have a lovely day. Thank you for visiting. Thank you for watching and enjoying these with me. I'll see you soon, friends, with another one.